welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
That's my mom.
Philadelphia, it's time to play. Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Jackson on the tackle. A 5-yard pickup.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jahad Campbell. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
I always love the opening game of the season, and for the players, always nice to get those firsts out of the way, isn't it? How about here? The first sack of the season. Not just in the first game, but in the opening drive. That's the way to get things kicked off.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Here's Prescott. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here's a run by Spears. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Cowboys.
Lamb will go in motion. They'll fake the jet sweep here and go instead with Spears. And he's able to break to one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second down at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
On the option, here's Spears. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The Spears with another carry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offense is trying to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here's Hurts to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Fighting it off. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And they get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Another Eagles 1st down.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing is Hurts. His short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oso Diggy-Zua with the effort there to earn the sack.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
They'll try the left side. Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Here's Jackson. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for the Eagles 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Hurts. And this one is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Braden Mann in punt formation for the Eagles.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. This is taken around the 12. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Prescott off play action. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Prescott. And he's going to go down again. Zach Ball providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
This short throw caught by Goddard.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their 48.
Barkley inside handoff.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 56 yards rushing for him in this 1st half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Dillon from 8 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. At the 25-yard line.
To throw is Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Prescott able to use those legs of his to pick up the 1st.
16 yards. 1st down, Dallas.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Zach Bull. Now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that.
Tajay Spears, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are able to move back in front. The extra point up and good by Auburn. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, Auburn now to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more.
Burns fumbles it. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Zach Bourne bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? So let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now. Goes right back to Smith again. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Devontae Smith. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll look to throw again. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw here. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Braden Mann now
as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Spears. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Kevontae Turpin as the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. The quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18. That's good for an Eagles first down.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
He'll drop to throw. Target is to Dotson, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Eagles.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
And goal at the Cowboys' 3-yard line.
Smith catches left side. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith from 3 yards out. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Shifts by him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
A loss of 2 yards.
Prescott now. Able to hit his target well. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Cowboys.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
16 yards.
On first and 10, it's Spears. Taken down at the 30. Here's second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. Spears. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Second and goal from the 1.
A gain of 8. Brings up second and goal.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! It's the fullback taking it in. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Aubrey good with the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Eagles 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, the ball never hits the ground there either.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 72 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Cowboys offense and Tyjae Spears set to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Over the middle. Hauled in by Lamb. They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
To C.D. Lamb. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Personal foul. roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into it. Not a good play at all.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back in the 46.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And he's got some space here. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Gain of 27 on the play. First down, Dallas.
Throwing, Prescott. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain on the play. And that'll set up second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Williams will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6.
Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
Back to throw again. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
DeMarvion overshown on the coverage.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he'll be bended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll look to throw again. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Hurts completing this one quickly. Second and a couple.
6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 7 brings up second and
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Barkley is into the end zone for the Eagle touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To throw is Prescott.
And he has put in a...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Carter, his second sack of the night. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now Prescott. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, first and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hand off to Spears. 108 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
And it's third down.
Now Prescott.
That is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
That one downfield for Dotson.
It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson,
63 yards.
and the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, look at the juke.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 35-34, 2:16 to play. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's Prescott.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So the Cowboys in possession of football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
They're hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. Here comes 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
Now Dak.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Here's Prescott. Completes this one to Pickens. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. Here's 1st and 10. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
And the defense here giving him no recourse but to get out of bounds after a gain of just a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
To throw, Prescott.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Dak.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Eagles, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin.